not good.
I installed this cold air intake on my G37 and the car absolutely hated it. It wouldn't start, it wouldn't idle right, and at one point I just didn't know how I was going to fix it.
And that's when I realized this isn't just a bolt-on air intake like everyone says it is. So this whole video is not about just installing this 3-inch air intake. It's about how it works, what went wrong, and what I had to do to fix it.
Alright, in this episode, I'm going to show you the full install, the mistake I made, how I fixed it, and what changed once the car was tuned. And yes, the sound at the end makes it all worth it. Let's get to work. Today though, we're going to do something a little bit simpler and a lot louder. Yes, we are going to be installing this Z1 3-inch cold air intake system that's going to seriously wake up this car. Step one, we got to remove these stock air intakes. In the last episode, I already removed the engine cover, but if you still have those on yours, go ahead and pull it off. Then you want to attach the MAF sensors and their connections. Next, we'll remove the breather hoses from each side. Once you have the breather hoses out of the way, now you can start loosening up the hose clamps to remove them to the throttle body. Now it's time to gently remove the hoses from the throttle body, and I mean very gently. Now it's loose, we can pull these out and gently move aside. Now that we got the stock lungs, we're ready for the upgrade. And to make room for these big old 3-inch upgraded pipes, we are going to have to cut stock air intake. And to get to that, we're going to have to take off this bumper. Again, yay.
Bumper is off, and these are the stock air intake holes, and as you can see, they will not fit these 3-inch hoses. So that means we get to cut the car, which I'm actually super excited for. All right, let's get to work. Now it's time to prep and cut. I'm marking my cut lines with tape so I know exactly where I need to trim.
Now we'll mark her up to give me a nice guideline. Then bring out the trusty Dremel and give her a little shave. When on the driver's side and cutting these out, be especially careful. You got the AC lines that live there, and you do not want them to be friends with the Dremel. All right, before we can get this kit into this car, we need to switch over the sensors. And the sensors are these MAF sensors here. They have a little opening in the very front that goes with the airflow of the car. So all you do is slide them in here, use the screws, and you can tighten those down like so. Now, these are from your stock ones. Here's where it is. It's the two sensors. Already also put together the air filters. We put these metal couplers on along with this ring strip. So now we're ready to go. Let's build. First step, we want to put a little silicone spray inside the tubing to help it go on a little bit easier. Then you're going to slide these post MAF hoses right onto that throttle body. Don't fully tighten them yet, so you have room to adjust later when you're fitting the rest of the pieces. Then you want to put on the pipe clamps, put those around, and then you are ready to mount the intake pipes. Make sure you have your MAF sensors already installed. To put on that, slide it into place. Next, you're going to take the other big intake hose, slide that through the hole nice and slow. Yes, sir. All right, got us all mocked up on one side. Now I got big old filters to put right here to make this look aggressive and very, very nice. And speaking of nice, if you like what you're seeing so far, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it does help me out immensely. I appreciate you. Let's go. All right, now we're gonna be working on the other side to get that complete. You can see I am hooking up the MAF sensor here to slide that intake hose over the MAF tubing that's connected to the throttle rod. A lot of silicone spray to get that baby to slide on just a little bit easier. Next comes the 9-degree tubing that we are slotting into place in the hole that we cut open right into our intake tubing there, and then we will finish it off with the other filter. And make sure as you install this, it's not running any hoses or any fans to chop up all your hard work. And this, my fine YouTube friends, it's pretty much job complete. So this should perform its duties well. Well done, Z1. Nice piece of work here. Before we wrap this up, let's double check everything, that the clamps are tight, our pipes are clear, filters secure, and the MAF sensors facing in the correct direction before we start this up to hear the beast purr. All right, moment of truth, boys. First startup. Let's see what we got. Not good. All right, not a good start. The engine will not stay on. It keeps on fluttering. I don't know if I need to chip it out initially to make sure it doesn't continue to do that, but we're gonna diagnose it and see what the issue is. Hey, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. All right, so the first start of this car was horrible. And now it's a big paperweight and it won't start. And that's because we need to use this. That's right. This is ECU Tech, EcuTech, I don't know, one of those, but it's from Z1 Motorsports. And what this does is help put a tune on your car. Now, because we have such big air intakes going into the car's not sure what to do with that fuel intake to air ratio, so it just stutters and stalls out. But we're gonna plug this into the OBD port and upload the new tuning software from Z1. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Now here's the app we're gonna use. We're gonna go to my car. Once we turn it on, it's gonna sync up, and then we're gonna download the new tuning file. All right, now for the moment of truth. Let's hope we can hear this baby purr. Fingers crossed. Excited. I'm a little nervous. Let's go. It's working. It's working. Ooh, wait, ready? Hear that whistle? Oh my God. Man, hey, if you like what you're watching, please like and subscribe. If you don't, why don't you like? I do always do this. So the G37 looks meaner, sounds better, and has really gained a personality. Now we need to put her back together. And just like that, the first modification on the Blue Ice project is complete. Just 1,000 more or so steps to go to get this car looking how I want. Next episode, we're gonna install the complete exhaust, additional tuning, get this in peak performance condition. And that is where all real chaos begins. 2 fingers in the air, split them apart. Peace. I love carbon fiber.